Hey there, it's Jenny McGarvey, and I'm going to share with you today another memory planner layout. So I have my photos printed. There are 12 of them this week, and I have pulled out some of the items that I purchased from A Cherry on Top. I will link them below for you in case you're interested in using these as well. And the pattern paper is so great because the colors are beautiful and they're really basic. I actually already stamped on it and then use this arch die to cut out the little arch. You got it. And I'm going to use it in the lower left-hand corner of my layout. So I'm planning on layering photos on top of it as well, but first I need to cut all of these out. They are just photos that I took throughout the week on my iPhone. I use an app called PicFrame to create the collage, and then I printed these on my Epson PictureMate photo printer, which I'm really using a lot. I, for years and years and years and years, used the Canon Selphy like literally for 10 years or something. And I recently purchased a PictureMate. The quality is outstanding. I originally purchased it because you can also print 5x7s on it as well, and I liked the idea of being able to print larger photos. But it's really easy for me to use. The Wi-Fi where I work is not great, and so this one you can just connect directly from my phone to the printer, and so that's wonderful. I have a whole lot of photos this week, and so you can see I'm going to take some care to line them up and make them all work so that I can fit all 12 on this layout. So there won't be a ton of embellishing or journaling because there are so many photos, but there was a lot that went on this week, and I wanted to make sure to document all of that. So I want to overlap a couple of them on this arch, and then I also on Tuesday overlapped the radar and then the photo of the flooded road. That worked out great because the top part of that flooded road photo is just sort of light gray sky, and that's not necessary to show all of that, so I could put the radar on top of it. And then kind of the same thing with the arch. Honestly, there's a whole lot of empty space. While the pattern is very cute, it doesn't have to entirely be there. So I was able to layer a couple of the photos on top of it as well. So now I will go ahead and adhere the arch. I just wanted to make sure that I liked it there and it worked, like the layering was possible, because I never really know, like I have these ideas in my head and then until I see them, I don't know if they'll actually turn out. So I was glad that this one did because it really ends up making a fun impact. The different embellishment. Now luckily for me, photos are and able to have these detail planner because they're really include. Perfect for spring and thread together or the rub-on pack. Just such a cool projects and package. By rubbing on little arch cluster. It looks, but really that I just added my brain anyway. So then you have again, it's absolute the do just slightly larger. And now there are sheets, some of those back, and then text or repeat the phrases words. So on the right front cluster florals. I'm going to create a couple of floral lens is one of the beautiful clusters that no distinction. This is what they look like. So now we rub those on. Look perfect right there too. And if I didn't or any other little on them, I would not have to create one more cluster. Full visual different anchor point. If I took a pencil, I could just draw points and create a have to be where they're all completely like a crazy and then that way it's great way that are easy to bend the wheel every time. So we're going to rub and it's got a little text. It just looks good. Photo, and I'm going to add that the maybe the like the photo on or underneath. I'm going to put the phrase, right? It just all lets you guys know that chaotic uplift, maybe, a couple. All right, so we've got that idea is really look like two, that brings those two, which is all right. The bottom, like the third, will end up being cute with the little, and it's not because you companies, if you will, I come with, but this is hater. I'm going top and coral from this matchy match. It's not, it feels like it's all cohesive. Stuck, and I'm kind of thinking, so in this case on two, but I was so focused that it was very incorporate all of them. So I would eventually have my son's baseball game. Was nice that I had the ability. Adhesive is very, if I'm doing it fairly. Now I pulled Ash, like seriously, as for any of you long time, it hasn't been making alpha. So I am going to lay out. I want to fill out to do that. For the ball game, I just wasn't thinking. Played as I get them on. It's okay. Just going to spell these alphabets, the orientation, and a little bit is how you expect it. Just some more personality. All right, so now we've got all of those plans down right there. And so I want to go ahead and start to add my journaling lines for the journaling on this layout. I'm going to just use this scratch paper to find the mild liner that I think coordinates best. I could absolutely find the one that matches the best. Like, oh my gosh, this one is the same color as this rub-on. But I didn't really want to do that. I really wanted to find one that went with the color story as opposed to matching perfectly. So I decided first to use this aqua. It's not really a match, but I feel like in the end the layout comes together and it feels really cohesive. And I like having yet another color to add and to make this layout feel springy and playful. And so I'm just adding as many lines as I can really fit in this space because I know that I have a lot to say about this particular week. Now this glass mat from We Are Memory Keepers is very cool because it's magnetic, and I like it because it's smaller. I have another big magnetic mat that I used for years, so if you have been watching here a while, you know that I have one that I like to use, but it is really large, and so I'm always looking for something a little bit smaller, and this one seems really nice because it draws lines that work for me, and then also it's just got a nice small footprint for my desk. So now I'm just going to go through and add the journaling. This is kind of an overview of the week, talking a little bit about the highlights, and then I will add just a couple of little dabs about other things, but really not a lot else because there was just so much to talk about this week. So yeah, that's it. That's all we've got. I'm just finishing up with the journaling, and then I am finished. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below, and you can find all of the supply list in the description below. Thanks so much, and make it a great day.